Good morning, guys. Let me close this roof. This is Rosa, aka Sharon. I want to just say, on today, October 31st, this download just came in, guys, and I just spit it out as it comes. Okay. This is it. We're gonna talk about exit plans, relationships, but mostly on the job. Okay. I want you guys to be aware of the workplace. It's not even only the workplace. Like I tell you, it's coming in. Okay, the downloads are coming in. When you're out here in this here society, people on high alert. People on high alert. There's lots of mass shooting, 2022 and before, but it's like being heightened now. You know what I mean? As people are, I don't know what happened after the big C came along, but it's like the mental health is real out here. Okay, you can see it in people's eyes. I want you guys to be aware, especially when you see the crazy in people's eyes, because you can see it. All right. Just be careful when you go into a space. Let's talk about the workplace first, because that's the download I first got. When you are, a lot of these jobs do not have, and they should. I know OSHA, they should have an exit plan. You need to go to your job. I know when they give you guys the workbooks, you just throw it down and you sign it. I don't know why people are signing things that they do not read, but you need to read the entire book. Take your time and read it. There's a lot of meat in that potato, and if you don't see something in the policy for your exit plan, emergency plan, I think it's something about escalation, because you have to watch that video. Even when you watch the video, guys, when you walk into your workplace, and I want to say, like, in this time that we're living in, especially today's the 31st of October 2022, I feel like each and every day you should be paying attention to your surrounding in your workplace, in the environment that you're in. All right, because you have gang stalkers, right? People could be watching you and you don't know because you never paid attention, but they know they're watching you every single day. And I didn't come on here to talk about gang stalking, but like I said, as the download come in, I'm going to give it to you guys, okay? When you walk into your workplace, pay attention. Somebody might be watching you. You might see a box put down in a corner someplace, and that box been, especially when I was working at the airport, and that box is sitting there for quite a while, and everybody is ignoring it because they are looking for the next person to be responsible. To be responsible and go and call the authorities or whatever the protocol is at your job for stuff like that. But this is when things happen. You need to take your responsibility into your own hand. Don't lean on false security. All right, pay attention. Your life is your own. Pay attention. Don't say, okay, I'm going to wait for the police. I'm going to wait for the security guard to have my back. No, pay attention, because you might be the person that called that item that's been sitting there that is a bomb or whatever it is. Just be careful is all I'm saying. Please be careful out here. When you go to, let's keep on the job floor. Oh God, thank you, Jesus. Okay, a lot of these bosses, they just be in la la land. They think, even in this time, in this crucial time, when so much things are happening, they think it won't happen there. I need you guys to always make sure make sure, even though they say the exit work, you see an exit sign and you think it works, push that door and make sure that door work. Okay? I don't know about you, but that's how I think. Push that door and make sure that door works, because sometimes that exit door that you think you're going to go through in case of emergency, guess what? It has a chain on it on the outside and you're trapped. Just so make sure, take your life into your own hand, guys. All right? This is the download that I got, and I just want to make sure I come on here and when it comes, when God's pushed something and pressed something on your heart, you got to go deliver the message. All right? Lean not on your own understanding, but trust in the Father above. That's one. So make sure you read the handbook, because you want to make sure. And if you don't see an emergency policy, I think you should contact HR and ask them, what is the plan? especially when you're not on like a major job, like a federal job or a state job, and it's just like maybe a restaurant or something. I don't care. You need to be careful, guys. You need to be very, very careful out here. You see, you go to the supermarket, you see what happened in Boston. They came and shoot up the supermarket. Nobody would have never thought somebody would have came and shoot up a supermarket. Okay? So listen, even in church, people go to church and things happen these days. I just need you guys to know that we are living in a serious time. We're living in the last days. And open your eyes and see what's going on out here. And let's talk about the school now. Today is Holly Scream. And as parents dress their children up to go celebrate this dark day, I'm just gonna ask you guys to be very careful. Everything that you see in the natural that you think is fun, it's not. In the spiritual world, it's not fun. In the dark world, today is Initiation Day, so please be careful. I already said a prayer for all the children in the world, that no harm come against them in the mighty name of Jesus. But you guys need to know that it's bigger than you think. All right, stop looking at things with your natural eyes. That's why I tell you guys, if you never read the Bible before, go into, let your kids at least learn one verse from the Bible, Psalms 23, okay? So let's talk about the school. You need to have discussion with your children about safety. Also tell them to be alert. Don't just be laughing and playing with your... It's sad that we have to tell the kids these things, you know, but you need to have an honest discussion. Don't wait until the teacher or the principal tell your kids to be careful and to follow their gut out here. Make sure you tell your kids if they feel like, if they're in school and they need to move, move. Okay, move. Let them follow their intuition. That you could, if something in their gut say, get out of this school now, let them follow that, please. Let them follow that, please. Let them follow that, please. Okay? They might not have time to run to the principal office, but let them follow that, please. Let them at least text you and tell you that they're on their way home. Now, I know smaller children can't do that, but they could go to the office and tell the principal or whoever is in charge in the office to call the parents. That they need to talk to you now. They need to talk to the parents now. If she or he has a teacher that they could go to and talk to, let them know their concern, that they need to talk to their parents now. Let them call you and tell you how they feel so that you could come and get them. Kids have natural intuition, and they shouldn't be sitting there scared to death and thinking they don't have no power and that they can't move. Empower your kids and let them know that they have choices in life as well, please. Okay? Your kids shouldn't be sitting as a sitting duck waiting on the adults to think for them. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you that they got intuition and they need to move when they need to move. Please, make your kids learn their address. Not just I live on this block. Let them know their address, the city, the states, the zip code. These are things that parents are supposed to sit down and tell the children. Okay, so, you know, like these days, everything is email, everything is technical. So I taught my child how to send like a regular mail, like a snail mail. And I showed them how to write on the envelope, the sender, the returner. I showed them how to fill it out, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's good to let them pay the bills like that as well. Not only everything electronic, let them have different options, okay? As the download come in the name of Jesus. Yeah, so if the children go out and do not want to eat something from someone because, you know, they have spells all over the place, and the kid don't feel like eating from this particular person, let's just use candy for instance. You know, they have drug-filled candies now, right? Let your kids know that it's okay. They don't have to, first of all, don't take no candy from no one, because what they're doing with these candies is disgusting. Okay? Let your kids know they should not take candy from no one. What I used to do with my children when they go to school, I know now $1 don't help do nothing, but a little $2, Give your kids a little $2 or $5 in there. Make them keep it on their person. Okay? Because they might go to the store and want like a candy or whatever, and they feel like they don't have money. Their friends are buying everything. They don't have money. Don't let them take nothing from nobody. Let them have their own things on them so they could purchase whatever they need to purchase. Okay? Those are for the children walking home by themselves. Also, let them know when they're walking with their friends, and their friends are acting like bad behavior, it's okay to stick out like a sore thumb and not follow the leader. Let them know. Don't talk to them with authority. You understand? Just talk to them like a friend. It's good sometimes to come out the house and have these discussions so the kids can lay back and want to talk to you. Listen, these days, it's no time for all of that. It's just time to have natural discussion with your kids about sex, about touches, about not taking gifts from people, because these are the traps of the enemies. They give your children gifts so they can will them in. It's a grooming process, and you don't want nobody grooming your kids, and that's why I need you guys to. It happened to me. I was sexually abused. That's why I want you not to let your kids take anything from anybody so they could groom them with a smile, with gifts, with fake kindness. Just let them know, follow your intuition. If somebody touch you and it feels bad, it's okay to say, don't touch me. Let your kids know that it's okay to tell somebody not to touch them. And as soon as that happens, to let you know, and that you won't get mad at them, and let you know that they could come and tell you anything about their friends having guns, about their friends smoking drugs and trying to pass it to them. And be very careful with that, because they got fentanyl or whatever you call that drugs, lean and all kind of things going on out here that's worse than marijuana. Do you not see how all these children are smoking? All these kids are smoking, whether you think your kids smoke or not. Okay? And I'm not saying your kids are smoking. I'm just saying in their group, it's cool for them to be smoking. And nobody's monitoring these kids on the street, because it's no more village. Nobody care. They just look at these kids like they don't even want people. Adults really don't even want to look at the kids these days. They look away like they don't see them because they're scared to death. The kids are running the world right now. Okay? Because if you say something to them, they want to jump you as a group. But sometimes the kids run into the right adult that know about these street codes. Okay? Kids know. They know, like they say they know real from fake. They know. Okay? They know that spirit, honey. Okay? Just really be careful. Really, really be careful. Let your kids know that they're alone. They need to recognize it as something. Let them know about that feeling. So much people are spiritually dead. They don't have discernment. And now the kids are really, really dead. But just have a conversation about that. And I want you guys also to trust your spirit talking to you. Don't deny it and say, you know, it's like if you're going right and something in your spirit say go left, you always ignore it. And that's your intuition talking to you. Okay, so be careful. Exiting those relationships. You are fighting to stay in this particular relationship, and everything. Every time you're fighting, the more you fight is the more the person is pulling away from you, but you refuse to leave that person because you don't want to lose that fake love. Okay? So don't force things. Let things happen naturally, but be careful when you are out in public, and that goes for when you're out in society too. Do you know that you also get abused by people you don't even know in these streets? You don't even know them. Whether it's a homeless person, somebody just come out, because I live in New York, so somebody just come up, start screaming, ranting, F you, F you. You don't even know them. Just keep it pushing. Give them no energy. My son, this is why I tell you guys, you got to listen to kids sometimes. Me personally, and I'm learning, when you look into people's eyes, they could snatch your energy from you. Okay? My son recently told me, Mom, you don't need to stare at everybody. And it's true. You don't need to give everybody your energy like that. That is true. That's what I'm telling you. Don't think just because your kids are young, that you can't learn from them, because you could even learn from the little baby just walking. You can learn from them. The little baby that is in your arms, that don't want to go to that person that you keep forcing them to take them. Every time you give the baby to that, you give that baby to everybody else, and that baby won't cry. And you give that baby to that one person, and every time that baby is crying, you need to watch that. I'm asking you, please, to watch that. Please watch that. Be very careful of when your child, especially when they're young and innocent, don't want to go to a particular adult, because the baby can't speak, but it could speak from intuition. The baby can speak to you by their cries, by their awful cries. It's an awful, awful cry. Every time you give that baby, just test it to that person, and they're crying like that. I don't care if it's a father, grandmother, whoever. Take your baby back. The energy is dark. Okay? If you guys have anything to add on to this, please do. That's the download I have for now. It's just about society. When you go out, and these days a lot of people don't like to go out, because it seems like the dark-spirited people wait until you're out in the crowd to do things. You guys seen what happened in I think it's Seoul, Korea. They say it's South Korea, but it's Seoul, Korea. Seoul, S-O-U-L. 150 people died over there yesterday, the 30th of October. So you need to, a lot of people died. They were having a Halloween celebration, and they came up and snatched up 150 souls. Allegedly, I'm gonna say, but it's in the internet. Okay, you guys can go look it up. If you celebrate this day, more power to you. I don't celebrate any darkness. I like light. I walk in the light. Okay, I pray for all your children. Like I said, everything that seemed fun is not fun. You could be walking into an ambush and don't even know it. Be very, very careful of your surroundings, guys. Be very, very careful in this holiday season, especially October and November. Please be very, very careful. Okay? Walk good. Leave your comment here, guys.